alone in a world of rust and ruin stay. Through grey civilizations, dust I roam, and my wasteland soul never will be truly whole. My only remaining goal now to survive. Someday the rains will come and wash it all away. The heart of the wasteland will awaken on this day. Shattered remains of once great cities. These silent highways lead to halls of stone. Every horizon sees it closer now. I venture onwards into the unknown, and my calloused hands I've learned to weather and withstand the tribulations of this land in which I strive. Someday the rains will come and wash it all away. The heart of the wasteland will awaken on this day. Someday the rains will come and wash it all away. The heart of the wasteland will awaken on this day. Tin cans and bottle caps and twisted steel. This world's seen better days, I'm sure. But I'd give every withered wealth I found for just a glimpse of something pure. But my wasteland soul never will be truly home. My only remaining goal now to survive. Someday the rains will come and wash it all away. The heart of the wasteland will awaken on this day. Someday the rains will come and wash it all away. The heart of the wasteland will awaken on this day. Awaken on this day. The heart of the wasteland. 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 This now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? I live in the shadows, I work in the shade. I keep in a mask, a lonely keeper's crusade. Can you tell me I'm not insane? Sometimes I get this feeling about the law I'm dealing. Am I letting my reason wane? Have I been forsaken on this path I've taken? Check my head, I guess the joke's on me. Whoa, I'm not laughing at the irony. Oh no, this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? Wherever you're going, whatever you do, I'm out in the dark, keeping watch over you. So poison the ivy with your crocodile tears. We're climbing the vines to the heart of your fears. Can you tell me, has something changed? The rewards are zero, 'cause I ain't no hero. Do you know it when you go strange? Is your taunting true? Am I as crazy as you? Check my head, I guess the joke's on me. Whoa, I'm not laughing at the irony. Oh no. Look to the sky at night. I scan the highest heights. Look to the sky at night. I scan the highest heights. So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? Check my head, I guess the joke's on me. Oh, I'm not laughing at the irony. Oh no. Check my head, the sky at night. On me, I stand the highest heights. Look to the sky at night. On me, I stand the highest heights. So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? Amnesia, you've got the world on your shoulders. Innocence left you too soon. So young at heart, yet you feel so much older under your favorite full moon. So trust a little time, so you be afraid. Just a little time, gonna make it fade. Your heart is gonna shine and you're gonna make us proud. Send a little light, gonna shine for you. Things will be alright, gonna get you through. Searching for a silver lining on this cloud. Amnesia, you forgot your name. Don't let your spirit fade away. Amnesia, you've been through such pain, but your little heart is growing stronger every day. Hey, don't fade away. Don't fade away. Amnesia, you've got this burden to bear now, hiding away from the world. But deep down behind that disguise that you wear now, I see a lost little girl. So trust a little signs that you be afraid. Just a little time, gonna make it fade. Your heart is gonna shine and you're gonna make us proud. Send a little light, gonna shine for you. Things will be alright, gonna get you through. Searching for a silver lining on this cloud. Amnesia, you forgot your name.
Welcome, race fans from around the globe. Here they come, out of turn 4, to the white flag, and it's 1 to go.
Yeah, welcome back, sim racing fans. We're with 1 to go Studios as we're covering Wilder Graphix Lightspeed Racing League's Cup Series here at Kansas for the Wilder Graphix 133. I'm Harold Darner for 1 to go Studios. We're glad you're here for round 12 with the Wilder Graphix guys. They're out there in qualifying trim right now. 2 laps for qualification, and then we'll get set and ready to get to racing. 133 laps here at Kansas Speedway under the lights with the Cup cars. Before we get to that, let's look at the Cup schedule. There's a schedule up there. We're at Kansas. And as that shows, we are supposed to be here June 18th. Rescheduled it to Tuesday. So we're moving the Cup Series to Tuesday nights. So next week, we'll be at Watkins Glen. So Kansas this week. Tomorrow night, we'll be at the Glen with the Xfinity cars for the Butt Kicker series with the Xfinity cars with the Lightspeed Racing League guys. For its standings. For standings, Landon Quisenberry leading the way. And Leonard Frost, Andy Brigani, Dylan Gones, Derek Garrison, Cameron Hearn, Anthony Giuliano, Ira Kohlhaas, Jeff Converse, and Joseph Causey are your top 10 in the Wilder Graphix Cup Series championship points here for LSRL. Let's start looking at the guys on track. Adam Brady out here getting his laps in. Ira Kohlhaas putting up the fastest time in the number 29. Brady crossing the line at 37.50. Put him in the 5th spot. Last week's winner was Anthony Giuliano. We were at Dover last week, a couple weeks ago, as a Friday. A 1.5 cookie cutter type track here at Kansas. Very similar to the Chicago setup. Adam Brady moving up to 34.94. We put him in 3rd. At 30.4, a popular number with the top 3 drivers. 30.5 for the second half. The top 6 here. Craig Sassaman out there now. 30.6 was his first lap. Only car on the track right now. Crossing the line for his second lap. Be a 30.551. Put him into the 5th position. So Frost, Cooper, Buckner, and Giuliano need to get some times down. Like we have 11 drivers currently here tonight. 2 race controllers, and Andrew Schroeder and Garrett Belzy. Anthony's having some connection issues. If he's going to go, Cooper and Giuliano not in the server right now. 20 seconds left in qualifying. So only 9 drivers actually connected to the server, with 2 drivers, Frost and Buckner, have not put in qualifying times. And Sweatless is going to present us with our pole award. They put a cap on that, and that pole award goes to number 29 of Ira Kohlhaas. A little different paint scheme tonight. One of the throwback looks of the Pepsi Cola tonight. Ira Kohlhaas put a cap on that pole award. He'll be receiving one of those Sweatless caps as we're getting ready to set the grid here. Tonight's grid, Ira Kohlhaas on the inside pole for the 133. Wilder Graphix is presented by Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid. Peyton Johnson on the outside of row 1. Inside of row 2 is Adam Brady. Outside of him is Landon Quisenberry. Craig Sassaman in the 5th spot. Outside in row 3 is Joshua Abney. Brandon Massey and Michael Cooper are in row number 4. Row 5 is Anthony Giuliano and Leonard Frost. And row 6 is Robbie Buckner. Haven't seen Cooper or Giuliano enter back, so that could shape things up a tad bit as we're getting ready to get going here. Guys are on the pit gridding, so it'll give us time to throw it off to our title sponsor, or our pole sponsor, which was the Sweatless. And that is Sweatless, our pole award sponsor. Train more, sweat less. First lap will be presented by the Sim Speed Shop. Sim Speed Shops specialize in custom sim racing hardware. Sim Speed Shops manufacture sim racing hardware utilizing the best components available, as well as mixing in real-life racing components when available. Customize your hardware and rig today. Visit www.simspeedshop.com today. They are the sponsor of lap number 1 here at Kansas Motor Speedway for the Wilder Graphix 133. Looks like Cooper and Giuliano did not make the grid, so we have 9 drivers coming to the green flag as we're on the backstretch. All 9 drivers behind the pace car, getting ready to go. Ira Kohlhaas will be the inside. We're on green for the first start of the race here, so waiting for the green flag to come out. We're looking onto the flag stand, and we're off to green flag racing. Ira Kohlhaas takes us past the flag into turn number 1. Caution is out. And Leonard Frost involved in that one. See if we can maybe get an idea of what that was. There you see it there. All right, bring us back to the current lap there as we see Leonard Frost going down pit lane to get some repairs done. Are under caution here. Ira Kohlhaas continues to lead. Those Anthony Giuliano has gotten back in, but Joshua Abney in the number 7 car has put it in the trailer. You see there's a 17, the sweatless ride of Anthony Giuliano. He had some issues with connectivity, currently being shown 2 laps down to the race leader of Ira Kohlhaas. All right, let's see if we can get back the green flag here. Looks like the lights are still on the caution, or on the pace car. We won't be going this time by. Here's the current weather from Lottie's Travel World. These are nighttime conditions. So it's cloudy, 75 degrees, 77 track temperature. Humidity's 10%, and barely the wind coming out of the north. All right, we're gonna get ready to go back to green flag racing. We'll be 5 down. Not sure why my ATVO is showing 117 laps because it's 133 tonight. All right, back to green flag racing. Leonard Frost, the fastest lap that time. We're coming up to speed. Ira Kohlhaas leading the way here, just over Johnson in the front 2. Handle work here. Up the field, Brandon Massey, Ira Kohlhaas. Ira Kohlhaas moving in the back there. Rather be in the back up here is the front is Landon Quisenberry now taking the outside line of the 15, and Craig Saffman there 3 wide in turn number 1 with the 77. Brady behind them as Brandon Massey moves his way into the top 5. Yet again, going back to the front stretch into the kink. Quisenberry up high, 2 wide, and they're pushing into Ira Kohlhaas all the way down on the bottom line there. The number 30 is Sassman has moved up into the top spot in the 30. 30's got the lead here. Off by himself, 0.3 in front of Quisenberry and Johnson. And then right behind them is Brady. Back to Kohlhaas and Massey. Leonard Frost way in the back, 15 seconds off pace. Got Buckner and Giuliano. Buckner's a lap down, Giuliano's 2 laps down. Quisenberry up to the 2nd spot. Board 30 of Craig Sassman. Currently in the top spot. Heading into turn number 1. About 10% into this run here. High Speed Racing League has 2 competition cautions per evening. I've not been given the number of that, so wait for race control. They let us know. And Sassman continues to lead out the front here. Brady moving up into the 3rd spot. Kohlhaas back up into the top 5. Quisenberry all the way up to the wall in the 2nd spot with the 77 right behind him. Massey and Kohlhaas are 4th and 5th. And some of these drivers are using the entire amount of asphalt in the front stretch, and they're cutting the apron down to the flat spot and sliding back up. Something they do in the real world racing as well. However, here your spotter will not tell you if a car is on your outside if you drop below there, so that is be some treacherous area there because you're not sure exactly where the other drivers may be. Number 30, Craig Sassman, catching up to Leonard Frost, who was involved in that first caution on the first lap. He has no front clips, trying to get the maximum amount of points he can. He's still in the hunt for the championship. Laps down as we cross the line here. The 30 is Sassman leading the way down the front stretch with the number 77 of Brady behind him. Landon Quisenberry, the points leader, currently in third. Massey in fourth, with Johnson moving back to the fifth spot. Ira Kohlhaas on this group here in the sixth position. Anthony Giuliano is in with this group, even though he has scored 2 laps down. Frost has lost a lap, as Buckner has as well. But Anthony Giuliano's backed away from this group, just riding around getting his laps in, staying out of trouble. Of the 133 down. Sassman has continued to extend his lead, 4/10 over Brady. Brandon Massey has moved his way up into the third spot. See Massey working his way up onto Brady. About 2 car lengths between each other. Quisenberry being put back into the fourth spot now. But the caution is out for the competition caution, I believe, here at lap 25. Craig Sassman taking the lead here, or continuing to hold on to the lead. Anthony Giuliano, race control, throwing out the first competition caution. Watch these guys, see what they do for pit strategy. Looks like maybe 25 and 55 for caution laps. All right, let's check in with Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid. They're provided our grid as well as our results. Grid Finder, find your place on the grid. Pit lane, very busy here with the 6 cars on pit lane. Everybody's getting those tires on. Looks like the 51 of Peyton Johnson sitting there, maybe getting some repairs done. Is he still sitting on pit lane? Not sure. There he fires it up. He's on his way out. Adam Brady off of pit lane was able to get the lead from Craig Sassman. Anthony Giuliano is going to get a wave around once we get with the 1 to go signal to get around the pace car to get 1 lap down. He'll be waved around. Well, we get the 1 to go signal. Leonard Frost back on pit lane. And Bobby Buckner, it looks like he's coming off of pit lane now. Leonard Frost may have been the first car lap down and the recipient of the lucky dog. As we're waiting for the lights to go off on the pace cars to get back to green flag racing. Lights are out. So Giuliano will get the wave here. Brady will leave us back to green. All right, coming back to the green flag. Brady in the lead. He's in control. We're off. 37 leading the way by almost 3/10 on the start. One heck of a jump. Brandon Massey moving up to second, with Sassman on the high side in the 3rd spot. Looks like Ira Kohlhaas getting behind his teammate there in 4th. Landon Quisenberry going up to the top. So 65 and 29 working together. Actually, this looks like the 29 goes underneath. Look at the contact between the 30 and the 51. And the caution is out. 51 make contact with the 30. 30 goes down and then up into the retaining wall. It was like it was Leonard Frost that took evasive action. Heavy damage to Sassaman's car. Back under caution. And it looks like Anthony Giuliano will get the free pass. Put him on the lead lap. You see the 17 getting his way around the pace car, put him back on the lead lap. Greg Sassman coming down to pit lane, as well as Quisenberry and Frost. I would anticipate we'll see Giuliano work down in the pit lane as well, since he's been out on the track for 31 laps on the tires and fuel that he has. Currently, Anthony Giuliano being scored in the 5th spot. Quisenberry, Sassman, Frost. So 8 drivers are being scored on the lead lap. 2 cars with their clips missing. It's the 30 and the 11. We're currently both on pit lane trying to get some damage repaired. So Giuliano will be moved back to the 6th spot. And Anthony Giuliano going to come down pit lane this time. "100 laps left." Adam Brady currently leading with Brandon Massey outside of him. Ira Kohlhaas will be the inside of row 2. Outside of him will be Peyton Johnson. Boy, the incident points are being shown. I guess the iRacing is saying there was net code between the 51 and the 30. This 51 has 0 incident points on my screen. All right, lights are off on the pace car, getting ready to go back to green. Should be seeing competition caution, the second one here at lap 55. As we get ready to come to the green flag. 87 down to the apron with Brandon Massey going to pinch the apron. Brady gets the jump off 2/10. Kohlhaas on the inside of his teammate Brandon Massey. There's Quisenberry. He's at the 5th spot. Battled out for the 4th position and the 3rd position. The 2nd position between Ira Kohlhaas and Brandon Massey. And 4th is Johnson, and 5th is Quisenberry. Giuliano, now back on the lead lap, is in the 6th position. And Leonard Frost way off pace, being scored on the lead lap. Batsman and Buckner are currently in the pits. It looks like Buckner has just disconnected, so he's out. Ira Kohlhaas looking to the low side underneath number 77, looking to take over the lead. Ira was the fastest car in qualification. 77 just a little bit stronger off the corner, able to keep the 29 at bay for now, as the 65 is challenging the 77 on the high side. The 51 in close quarters. Kohlhaas going all the way down to the bottom in the tri-oval. And Massey making that high line work as he's trying to catch Brady on the outside. '77 continues to lead the way, 1/10 over Massey as they continue to fight for the top spot. Massey down low in turn number 1, and Massey is going to be able to slide right in front as we're on board with the 77. They're going to try to get to the outside of Massey entering turn 3 and 4. Massey going to dive the corner mid to low line. He's going to get back down to the low side, try to slide it up here, coming to the tri-oval. They're neck and neck to the stripe. 77 has a slight edge, and he'll retain the lead on that lap. Battling side by side, Quisenberry has moved up to the 3rd spot, watching this battle for first. And Craig Sassaman ends up disconnecting. So 7 drivers remaining. 6 drivers are at speed. The 7th driver of Leonard Frost severely off pace. And they're on board with Brady, who's got Brandon Massey all over the inside of him. You see Brandon Massey trying to complete the turn off of turn 1 or turn 2, and he does. He's got the backstretch. He's got the lead for the time being. Starting to stretch it out over that 77. 80% fuel for these cars, unlimited tires. As Brandon Massey's going to try to start to stretch this out. Everybody's all together here. The only person not in line is Ira Kohlhaas. Everyone else pretty much running that 3rd line, 3rd groove to the wall. Single file. Massey continues to lead the way. Quisenberry looking to the bottom side to try to make a pass for the lead. Massey is still holding tight to the top side. And the race lead thus far. Quisenberry back now to the 3rd spot as the 65 and the 77 1-2 now. Ira Koolhaas back there with Peyton Johnson and Anthony Giuliano. So that's your back three. It's pretty much a couple car lengths between each car all the way back to the 6th spot. Koolhaas running that really, really low line. It looked like that was Peyton Johnson that's been flickering in and out. Massey and Brady, about a little over a 1/10.5 separates the top two drivers, and then that's Quisenberry in that JP's Hot Chicken 75 Toyota in the 3rd spot. As we're talking about that 75, that's one of the Wilder Graphix design cars. Let's kick it over to title sponsor Wilder Graphix. Find your place on the wild side. Check them out on Facebook.com. Take a ride on the wild side with the Wilder Graphix. If you're looking for a new set of paint, that's one of the Wilder Graphix. That's 75 JP's Hot Chicken for Landon Quisenberry. Another one of those rides is Adam Brady's ride, the Pound 77 car. The Wilder Graphix there. Anthony Giuliano in the Sweatless, another Wilder Graphix design. And Leonard Frost as well in the Innova Disc Golf, but he's had better days than that front clip there. Anthony Giuliano has made his way up to 4th after having connection issues in the beginning of the race, as we're working lap 49 of the 133. I think we'll be coming out with the caution here as they cross the stripe. Brady looking to get around Massey. Coming down to the front stretch to complete lap number 50. Everybody using the apron. Lap 30 and 55, or lap 30 and 65 is what I'm thinking, possibly. We'll look at it again here. You got to put 24 laps in, so that was 25 and 50. It might be 25 and 55. I said wasn't told by race control, so kind of guessing at it tonight. Race leader Brandon Massey in the 65 Diet Mountain Dew tonight. '17 working on his teammate, the 75, and Landon Quisenberry. Up underneath him there. Working lap 53. We're on the back stretch. So 2 races within a race. The 75 and the 17 for 3rd. And the 1-2 of Massey and Brady is the other race. Then you got Koolhaas and Johnson working each other. We're getting around Leonard Frost here. Put him a lap down. We're in lap 55. That allowed Brandon Massey to get about a 4/10 jump over Brady. There's the second competition caution with Brandon Massey being scored as the race leader. All these guys get set up for their yellow flags. We're going to get with another one of our sponsors, the Butt Kicker.
Butt Kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
All right, be sure to use the LSRL code for that 20% off. It looks like Brandon Massey was the fastest car off of the pit lane in that 65 Diet Mountain Dew car. Only 7 cars remain on the track for our current system. So Brandon just picked back up to the pace car. The race summary. 4 cautions for 12 laps as we're working our second competition caution here for the Wilder Graphix 133. And there's the right number now on our screen. Numbers of racers were 10. Now we're down to 7. And Brandon Massey has the fastest time of 30.295 under race conditions. That was your race recap provided by Track Time Entertainment. Track Time Entertainment is located in Texas and builds custom driving simulators with a personal touch. Rigs are fully customizable with color options and utilize 80/20 US extruded aluminum. These rigs offer a wide range of adjustability as well as different options for wheels, shifters, and keyboards. The possibilities are endless. If you can dream it, Track Time Entertainment can build it for you. That was last competition caution. At about lap 60, we should start back up here with 73 laps remaining in the event. There'll be only iRacing flags from then on out. One lap to go to green, so the lights are off on the pace car. We'll be going next time around. So 6 cars without any significant damage, all on the lead lap, with Leonard Frost in the 7th position. He currently has no front clip, trying to maintain a good points night for him. Brandon Massey will bring us back to the green flag. He's in that number 65 Diet Dew as the flag man throws out the green flag, and Brandon Massey gets a big jump over to 75 and 77. Lap 60 down as we continue to work here. It looks like Lanny Quisenberry has taken over the top spot from Brandon Massey as we're down here with Ira Kohlhaas. One down on the apron, sliding around. He's going to keep that car off of the wall, but not there. He's not able to keep it off. Yellow is out. Sliding there. Along for the ride he was. And then that's going to be it for Peyton Johnson. So 5 cars on the lead lap now. Alright, guys are getting servicing done under this current yellow condition. Adam Brady retained the lead. Looks like he did a gas and go with a 9.4. Lap 65 of the 133, just shy of halfway. We have 5 cars looking for the win. One of them being Anthony Giuliano, which was last week's winner at Dover. And Landon Quisenberry, the points leader, who you see currently on your screen in the 2nd spot. Brandon Massey coming down pit lane here. We're trying to get that car topped off to see if he can go the distance under green. Looks like just that is a 10.6. It's a fuel only stop. Adam Brady in control here. The green flag out. As he takes the green flag with Quisenberry and Kohlhaas directly behind him, as well as Anthony Giuliano and Brandon Massey. Ira Kohlhaas able to get ahead there. The 77 dives back, crossover move. With Quisenberry now coming to the front stretch in the 3rd spot. Massey and Giuliano sitting back in 4 and 5. He's kind of watching the front 3 do battle. And then Quisenberry now leading the way here underneath his teammate, the 77, as he gets the lead lap on that lap. Helping to pad his lead in the championship points currently for the Wilder Graphix Cup Series. He slides back. Ira Kohlhaas now challenging on the high side. So Brady, Quisenberry, Kohlhaas, Massey, and Giuliano, the top 5. 6 cars are on the track and all around the lead lap. Quisenberry coming back to challenge the 77 of Brady. He slides in front of Brady. Up to the outside retaining wall. The 77 goes low to cut the track on the apron. 77 edges the 75 on that lap. contact between the 75 and the 77. And you see the cars going sideways a little bit. As Brandon Massey slides it up through the hole there. Is able to slide himself into the second spot over Landon Quisenberry. Brady and Quisenberry continuing through their corner here. Brandon Massey now trying that low side to get around race leader Adam Brady. Quisenberry in the 77, and then Brandon Massey looking 3 wide in the corner. Side by side, the 65 and the 77. It's in front of Quisenberry. Quisenberry pulls out to the high side. Brandon Massey on that inside line going up through turn number 1. Throw a blanket over the top 5 now. Massey looking to try to cut in front of the 77 off the corner here. Brandon Massey will get the lead from the 77 on lap 77. Brandon Massey controlling the race here with about a 2/10 lead. Working lap 79 with Massey in the lead, Brady behind him. Ira Kohlhaas now making his move around Brady in that Pepsi-Cola 29. Kohlhaas sliding just in front of the 77. A little bit of contact between the 29 and the 77. And we continue green here. Laps down at 133. as Massey continues to strengthen his lead about 4/10 over his teammate Ira Kohlhaas. The two PepsiCo drivers up front 1 and 2, as 29 just using that outside retaining wall, his word, to get around the corner there, and it allows the 77 to challenge on the inside. Anthony Giuliano trying to mix it up in here, trying to go on the outside of the 77, get with Ira Kohlhaas, put himself into the top 3. This is last week's winner. Quisenberry all the way to the back to the 5th spot. So the only person I don't think that has led a lap yet is that 17. I believe everybody else is led in the top 5 here. Massey now stretched out to about 8/10 of the lead, as the second place now is Anthony Giuliano. With 50 laps left in tonight's event, Giuliano tagging the outside retaining wall, sparks flying. Giuliano, your race number 2 in your race here, 8/10 behind race leader of Brandon Massey. Eight-tenth separation between first and second. About a second lead now Massey has over Giuliano. Go ahead and make a commercial from Grid Finder here. That would have been the Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid. If you're looking for your next league, your commentator, painter, whatever your needs are for iRacing or any of the racing simulators, you can check out the Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid. Massey continuing to enjoy his 8/10 lead over Giuliano. And Brady behind him as you're watching the 17 and the 77. That's the race for second. Their name is Landon Quisenberry and Ira Kohlhaas. We're starting to spread out now, about 3 car lengths between each of the 2 through 5, as Brandon Massey has more than that to his advantage over the 17. "90 laps of the 133 are in the books." And go to our LSRL recap basically their highlight reels per se from a few weeks ago. All right, back here with you. 95 laps down to the 133, so we're approaching that 30-plus time of night. Looks like the 75 is coming down pit lane with the 77 as green flag pit stops have begun. It looks like all three of the Wilder Graphix team on pit lane. That would be Giuliano, Brady, and Quisenberry, with the two Pepsi riders of Brandon Massey and Ira Kohlhaas from the Bohica Esports still out on the racetrack in the 1 and 2 spots. Brandon Massey now, he's coming down pit lane. We'll see how things shake up after pit stops have concluded. I recall I was almost missing the pit lane. Anthony Giuliano going to come up in the top spot for his group of guys. Look at the damage on Landon Quisenberry's ride in the front right fender. Right now they're scoring Leonard Frost as the race leader by 15 seconds over Brandon Massey. Landon Quisenberry looking to get around teammate 17 of Anthony Giuliano for the third spot. The Frost about a 16-second lead over Massey, which is being eaten up pretty quickly. I think the last laps up there, Leonard Frost, 33 seconds. Massey was almost 3 seconds faster. and Landon Quisenberry, as well as Giuliano and Brady. Well, 6 cars still putting down lap times as we're working 33 laps left. Giuliano behind Landon Quisenberry. This is for third. Massey about half a second ahead of Quisenberry. And Leonard Frost about 11 seconds in front of the 65 of Massey. Everybody has come down pit lane. Leonard Frost been out there for 37 laps. He's 8 seconds is the lead over Massey, then Quisenberry about 2 seconds behind Massey. .30 laps left. These guys are coming down front stretch. Frost about a 5-second lead over Massey. Quisenberry about 2 seconds behind him. Laps continue to wind down here as Massey is catching up to Frost. About a half a corner between Frost and Massey. Or high in the sky. Massey looking to just go around Leonard Frost to the high side. He'll take over the lead on lap 107. Massey's lead about 1.5 over Frost. 2 seconds over Quisenberry and Giuliano. Then you go back to Brady, about 4 more seconds, and 5 seconds behind him is Ira Kohlhaas in the 29 ride. Massey extended his lead out to 2.5 seconds over Quisenberry and Giuliano. Giuliano and Quisenberry, teammates, working second and third amongst themselves. Leonard Frost coming down the pit lane now. Top 5 all on the lead lap. Everyone else down a lap. All right, so 111 laps, the 133, so 22 left. Throwing in about 31 to 32 seconds per lap. A little over 10 minutes left in green flag racing. Massey continued to extend his lead 2.7 as of this lap. Quisenberry continues to lead over Anthony Giuliano in the second spot. Massey off to almost a 3-second lead. This is Massey's return to the Light Speed Racing League. Hasn't been in here for a few weeks. Life has gotten into the way with some of these drivers as COVID has been lifted and summer started, so things are definitely moving around the country. All these drivers having real world conflicts with their driving. We have 20 laps left. This is still their closest battle between the teammates of the 75 of Quisenberry and the 17 of Anthony Giuliano. They have about a 2.5 second gap that they got to make up to the race leader of the 65 of Brandon Massey. Massey continuing to extend his lead near 3 seconds now over Quisenberry. Giuliano's fall back about a 1/2 second behind Quisenberry. Brady not that far behind him, about another second. 5 cars on the lead lap. Coming towards the end of tonight's race, 15 laps to go. with Brandon Massey controlling the race by 3.5 seconds over Quisenberry and Giuliano. And Brady and Kohlhaas, the 5 on the lead lap. At 15 laps remaining, a little bit less here, 14 now. Massey almost 4 seconds ahead of Quisenberry and Giuliano. '17 all up into the wall there. He's able to keep the car running on the track. But into that outside retaining wall quite heavily was Anthony Giuliano. Quisenberry and Giuliano, and the other teammate of Brady now, the 3 fighting for the second spot, as race leader Brandon Massey is enjoying a 4-second lead over this group here. Laps remaining on the back stretch here. Looking at Anthony Giuliano. He's trying to get around his teammate of Landon Quisenberry. You see the long shot here with Brady coming up into the fray, which is another teammate of theirs. Across the line here. 10 laps will be remaining in the event. As Brandon Massey's now coming almost to a 5-second lead over the 75 and the 17. Those teammates for the Wilder Graphix group of guys. On the backstretch here, we cross the line here. Will be 8 laps remaining. Massey ahead 5 seconds over Quisenberry, Giuliano, and Brady in this fray now for the second position. That Sweatless 17 car is getting awfully loose coming off of turn number 4. Giuliano and Quisenberry, that's your closest race on the track right now. As you see Brady moving his way up to the back of the 17. The teammates fighting for the second spot while Massey continues to extend his lead over 5 seconds now over the second place car. 5 to go here. As you see, Landon Quisenberry holding the second spot on the backstretch. A slight lead over Anthony Giuliano. They're going into turn 3 and 4 with the 75 and the 17. Anthony Giuliano trying to find a way to get around Landon Quisenberry. Won't be this lap. Giuliano pressing that 75. JP's Hot Chicken of Quisenberry has that right front damage. Ooh, he holds on to it, but he did hit the wall. That allows Giuliano to get around him as well as Brady. So put Quisenberry back from second to the 4th spot as Ira Kohlhaas is starting to catch up into the picture as well. 4 laps to go. See the 3 teammates there for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th spot with Ira Kohlhaas in 5th. Quisenberry up to that outside retaining wall, keeps it off for the moment. 3 laps to go according to the ticker, with Massey with a 6-second lead over Giuliano. There's a spread out. Looks like Kohlhaas is caught up to the back of Quisenberry. Kohlhaas gets around Landon. Work on the 77. So Kohlhaas trying to get into the top 3. Has 1 car more to pass. As 2 to go has been given to race leader Brandon Massey. And Brandon Massey, last lap. Final lap for Brandon Massey as we're 1 to go at 1 to go Studios. And Brandon Massey's, he's going to come up turn number 4 to the checkered flag. He's your race winner, 65 Brandon Massey. So your race results is Brandon Massey wins the Wilder Rapids 133 with Giuliano 2nd. 3rd is Ira Kohlhaas. 4th, Adam Brady. 5th, Landon Quisenberry. A lap down is Leonard Frost. Johnson, Sassman, Buckner, and Joshua Abney were the cars that actually took to the green flag for tonight's race here, Wilder Graphix Racing. And the Lightspeed Racing Wilder Graphix Cup Series presented by Wilder Graphix. Your results by the Grid Finder. Find your place on the grid. Let's hear from the Grid Finder. All right, let's get with the third place car of Ira Kohlhaas. To him here. Ira in the booth with Harold, man. Third place with that Pepsi. You guys changed schemes on me tonight.
Yeah, Brandon, he was like, he texted me today and he was like, I might get home and I might paint us up something fresh for the night race tonight. And obviously this paint scheme's been dominating on Sundays and I mean on dirt tracks throughout the nation. So it looks like it did the exact same here tonight.
Yeah, it did pretty darn good here tonight. It's funny how you say it's a new paint scheme, but you know, I associate that old that logo of Pepsi as being an old logo.
Oh yeah, Brandon knows I like the retro stuff a whole lot more than anything new. And we went with the Larson design on both the cars, but I was like, keep that old retro logo. I want to see how that looks, and turned out pretty good. He told me he was going to do a Diet Dew car, and I just thought to myself, oh great, not a junior throwback.
Well, he did pretty darn good for being away for a while. So, yeah, and then we had you do a top 3 tonight, and you stayed pretty clean for the most part.
Yeah, had got the pole, and it was, I mean, for no more cars than there was, that was some fun racing until we got scattered out there and going for that green flag pit stop. I had my brake bias set way too far to the rear and started sliding, and I thought, well, do I grab third or second and go around again and lose more time, or do I just go down? So I just locked her down and went down and looked at the relative, and I was about 7 seconds behind them guys that were battling for second. I said, well, let's just put it up top and let her eat. And I don't know if they were battling real hard or not, but they slowed down, backed up to me, and here we are.
Right. All right, Ira, you want to thank for your third place finish for tonight?
First and foremost, got to thank Big Man upstairs. None of us would be able to do this if it wasn't for him. Got to thank everybody that serves in the military. We wouldn't be able to do it without them. Got to thank PepsiCo of Hopkinsville, David Sparks. Got to thank Randy and Jennifer Sellers, RJS Automotive. They watch most every link that I can find that I send them. Got to thank Ames Oil, Cooper Creek Synthetics, Cooper Creek Farms. Got to thank Brandon for painting these cars up, making them look good. I read something today where the Gibbs organization was saying something to NASCAR about the 5-car cheating, but maybe it's this paint scheme. Maybe this scheme just works good on these cars.
Yep. All right. Well, that was Ira Kohlhaas. He's our third place finisher. Tomorrow we're going to turn left and right at the Glen with the Xfinity cars, so we're going to be doing something different.
Yeah, I've been an anti-road racer, but I got a top 5 earlier in the year at Sonoma, and Watkins Glen is a hell of a lot easier than Sonoma. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night.
Well, you guys got to watch out for Adam O'Brien. He was the second half of the IMSA car that I raced in. We took first place in a 6 hours at the Glen in the Corvette. So he's got a little bit of something up his sleeve. And like I said, like you said the same thing. I'm not a left-right turn guy, usually anti, but they got me in this endurance racing. So we'll see.
I got you. I've been asked to do that a couple of times, and I'm like, man, I'll run 100 lappers on dirt all day long, but I'm not doing no 6 hours of Sonoma or Daytona or whatever road course you put on there. Even if it is dirt, I'm not going to do
that. Well, dirt would be really interesting. It did enough with the trophy trucks with the Roush organization, and that was enough for me with just back-to-back, like heat racing that we were doing with them. So
I got you. Yeah, them things are pretty fun to drive, but if I'm on dirt, I want it to be in a late model.
All right. All right, cool. All right, cool. We'll see you tomorrow in the Xfinity Series, and until then, man, we'll catch you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yep. We're going to move over to Anthony Giuliano in that 17 Sweatless. All right, Anthony Giuliano up in the booth, man. You're in that Sweatless 17. Not bad finish for a guy that wasn't even on the racetrack for the first couple laps.
Yeah, man, I had a meeting at the office and just got home a little bit late. went ahead and joined in through my phone on the way here. So came in 2 laps down, no practice, and I got pee like a racehorse. But hey, you know, that's racing.
Yeah, well, not too bad. You made up some distance and was able to get the lucky dog and a pass around and kept the car clean. And here you are in second.
Yeah, that's you know, a lot of fun. One of my favorite tracks here as well. Just same with Dover. You know, next week not so much with the road course. That'll be, you know, Dilly G and Cameron Hearn. Those guys. You know, shout out to those guys for not showing up again tonight and letting me get on this podium. I think Dilly had a birthday party for his mother, and Cameron still got that new baby he's having fun with. So. A lot of those guys will be back here next week. Just let you know and let everybody else know we are going to go ahead and move the Cup Series to Tuesday nights permanently now. So that's going to help bring some car count back up, I believe. But yeah, no, fun show. Didn't have anything for Massey there at the end. Had it before that first or the last green flag pit stop. I started catching him. Just didn't have the pace coming out after I got behind Landon, tapped the wall a little bit. But you know, other than that, fun race. You know, it looked like again small car count, but the racing was pretty good up front to start with, and there at the end with Ira passing Adam. It's just a lot of good stuff going on.
Yeah, a lot of racing going on around. Tomorrow, you guys will be at the Glen in the Xfinity Series. As I was telling Mr. Kohlhaas, they got the O'Briens with the Black Magic guys got me into an endurance race, and we're at the Glen. We took first place between Adam and I, so he knows the track, so he might have something for you guys tomorrow night.
Yeah, I won't have nothing for him, man. I ain't gonna lie. I just road racing is not my thing, but you know, the best we got in this league by far is no doubt Dilly G. Gonus has always been, you know, head above heels there, but now I know those guys also race pretty good as well. Another one's Michael Cooper. If he shows up, he's another one that can race the Glen pretty well. So there'll be some really, really good racing with those guys tomorrow and next Tuesday night when we come back here in the Cup Series.
And I was going to ask you the format of the actual layout. Are we using the old Cup or using the boot?
It is whatever iRacing is calling the Cup format. I don't know if that's new or old, but it just says Watkins Glen Cup.
I believe that's without the boot. The old carousel going sweep around without the boot is what I believe the Cup is.
Yep. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing then. So should be fun. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. But yeah, I mean, I love road course racing, just not good at it. So it'll be fun to watch those guys up front, though.
No, these cars, the heavier cars that don't move, it is a different thing. You know, that's one thing about running around on the IMSA cars. We were in the Vet, the CR8, and you know, when you turn left, it turns. You know, it's not like these cars, these big bricks. You gotta really know how to back up a corner on these.
No joke. Twice as heavy. Tires are half as wide, and I mean, it just not meant for road course racing, but. You know, that's what, you know, in my opinion, that's where the best drivers come out. So that's why we run a lot of road courses or a lot of short tracks along with road courses here. So, like I said, you'll get the cream of the crop tomorrow night, no doubt.
All right, Anthony, who you want to date before we let you go for second place tonight?
Thanks, Sweatless, for coming on, helping us out with the pole award and sponsoring my car here. While the graphics I have for painting, you guys for doing what you do at One to Go, man. Still incredible. Broadcast, still the best one out there in my opinion, no doubt. My wife for you know, letting me come in here and hang out with the guys again. She does a great job of helping us out, not only with the league and sending out hats to everybody. She does a lot behind the scenes to kind of help us out with this thing too. All of our, you know, regular guys that come in here, you know, shout out to them, thank them for supporting the league. And yeah, I think that's it, man. But appreciate what you guys do.
All right, we'll let you go, Anthony. Giuliano, today's second place finisher for the Kansas Speedway's Wilder Graphix 133. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
And everybody, thanks.
All right, gonna get to our winner. Checker flag tonight to the 65. Brandon Massey, you're in the booth with Harold, man. One heck of a way to come back from about a month hiatus.
Just a little bit, man. We've had so much going on. It's been super busy. With Friday nights, it's just hard to take time away from the family and be able to sit down here and do this. And Anthony shot me a message today and said, "Hey, we're going to be racing Tuesday night. Man, I really wish you'd come and race." And I told him I would. We have another league that we run on Tuesdays that we're in a big points battle in, and we just did a start and park there, and just come over here to hang out with Anthony and the guys and see what we could do. But all in all, it was a good night, Harold. I mean, I think we had a fast car. I don't think we was necessarily the fastest car. I think our teammate might have been the fastest car that last run, but all in all, it was a good night, and it's good to be back. I missed racing with these guys, and Anthony and the guys here at Lightspeed. They do an awesome job. So anybody looking for an amazing Cup series, this is a place to come and run. These guys don't they don't bicker or fuss or fight amongst each other, man. They just show up and race, and there's some real good competition in here. So you're looking for a good league, come here, man. This is a place to be.
All right. You want to think, man, see the new paint scheme, the Diet Mountain Dew 65, and as you're saying, your teammate did have the fastest car according to qualification. He got one of those sweatless hats heading his way now.
He did, and I was during the race, I was on race comms telling Anthony that it was a grip hack on the 29. So, but no, he had an awesome race. I'm glad his luck turned around for him. He's not had the best of luck. I've logged a couple wins over the last couple weeks in other leagues, but he's not had the best of luck. So it's good to see him get a podium, and good to have PepsiCo and Mountain Dew and Diet Mountain Dew and Pepsi up here on a podium finish tonight.
All right, man. Brandon Massey, if you're able to, tomorrow night Xfinity is going to be at the Glen. And then, of course, a week from today, the Cup Series will make their debut there at the Glen for the Lightspeed Racing League.
Yeah, not much of a road racer. Me and Ira's got some decisions to make as far as what's best for our team. So not much of a road racer, but man, first and foremost, I want to go ahead and thank the good Lord above, because without him, we couldn't do what we do. You know that just as well as anybody. I want to give a shout out to my wife. She was watching. She's working out of town, and she texted me already and told me great job. So I love you, doll. Thank you for watching. Shout out to mom and dad. This one's for dad. He recently contracted COVID. He's had some ups and downs with it since being diagnosed, and this one's for you, Dad. I hope you get to feeling better. David Sparks, PepsiCo, Hopkinsville, Kentucky, Diet Mountain Dew, Pepsi, VIP Graphic Designs, Buckshot Tools, Amsoil, Cooper Creek Synthetics, Cooper Creek Farms, RJS Automotive. Man, we just got so many people that follows me and Ira, and it's just been a lot of fun, and glad we was able to come in here and have a good looking car and put on a good show. I hope that you caught some of that crazy driving I was doing there a little bit early. So
we did. We saw the squeeze play between I think it was the 77 and the 75.
Yeah, not once but twice. One of them caught the outside wall there on exit, and both cars kind of slowed up, and I shot the gap in the middle, and then just completely, I had that thing lost. I don't know how we didn't wreck them through 3 and 4, and then not but a handful of laps later, we turned right around and did it again. So, but man, it's a lot of fun. It's good to see you again and be up here and chatting with you, and like I said, man, just a lot of decisions to make for me and my teammate, and see where we move on from here.
All right, Brandon Massey, your winner tonight for the Kansas Speedway's Wilder Graphix 133. We'll catch you probably maybe tomorrow, and if not, next week. We'll see you when you get back on the track.
Absolutely, Harold. Thank you, man. And thank you for everything you do. You do a phenomenal job up here. I'm sorry I haven't been able to hop in the booth with you. We've just been so busy at work, and my wife working out of town and everything, man. It's just busy season for us, and we're just trying to make everything we can and do the best we can. But thank you, man, for everything you do. You do a great job.
All right. That's Brandon Massey. We'll catch you later. All right. So now we'll just go through this one more time. There's your results. Massey, Giuliano, Kohlhaas, Brady Quisenberry, the top 5, all in the lead lap. Then Frost, Johnson, Sassman, Buckner, and Abney. And that was it for the Kansas City Speedway here in Kansas City, Kansas, for the LSRL Wilder Graphix Cup Series for the Wilder Graphix 133. For Wendigo Studios, I'm Harold Darner. Until next time, tomorrow night, we'll see you at the next turn.
What an exciting race brought to you by Wendigo Studios. Here they come out of turn 4 to the white flag, and it's 1 to go. Thank you to all our sponsors, drivers, and viewers.